So on Thursday, the White House said that Trump was going to make a decision on Iran within the next 2 weeks. That's what he said. Remember that? So why did he keep it a secret? For the surprise version?
Are you fucking stupid?
The View is always embarrassing, but wowee, today they really upped their game while idiotically complaining about Trump bombing Iran's enrichment program. Democrat Party hack John Carl, who definitely isn't known for ever defending Donald Trump, was forced to explain everything like everyone on the panel had brain damage. And after watching this, you probably will too.
Oh, great.
Before the strike, there was trouble in MAGA paradise with Trump loyalists Marjorie Taylor Greene, Steve Bannon, Tucker Carlson, who said that getting involved in Iran would go completely against Trump's America First ethos, which he was all about. No more wars, no foreign wars. I remember him saying all of that. He was furious with George Bush for what he did, etc. But I noticed now, since this assault and this attack, they've been pretty quiet.
Look, in his inaugural address, he said, we will measure success by the wars we end and the wars we do not get into. This was a central campaign promise, not just another list of promises. This was a defining feature of the Trump movement. Was the Bushes and the Republicans, they got us into wars. We're not going to do that. They have been remarkably quiet. Marjorie Taylor Greene has come out and said she's praying for our troops. She's reiterating her opposition, but it's very polite.
Well, why don't you cry about it?
So on Thursday, the White House said that Trump was going to make a decision on Iran within the next 2 weeks. That's what he said. Remember that? Okay. He was going to give diplomatic negotiations more time to play out, and then less than 48 hours later, this attack was underway. So what changed, and what was he actually trying to accomplish here?
I mean, look, the 2 weeks measure was clearly a bit of a head fake. I mean, not entirely. I wouldn't say the decision was finally made. All indications are he didn't actually make the decision to so-called pull the trigger until Saturday, you know, and then the attack commenced. But obviously, all the wheels were already in motion. In fact, the wheels were in motion a full week beforehand. Shortly after the Israelis made their attack the previous Friday, the president saw it as a sweeping success. I mean, he was very excited about it. I spoke to him that morning, and he said, this is excellent. He was no longer saying the Americans weren't involved. He was taking credit for American weaponry being part of it. He was clearly ready to go, but there was a last-minute push for some kind of a diplomatic resolution. He really wanted that moment. I mean, I think he thought he could have a Kim Jong-un moment with the supreme leader of Iran and have a big deal right before the bombs were going to drop. The Iranians were not engaging at all.
So why did he keep it a secret? So why did he keep it a secret? So why did he keep it a secret? For the surprise version?
I mean, absolutely the diversion. And you saw the way that you know, all indications were that B-2s were flying towards Guam. Everybody thought, okay, so we're getting in position to be ready. They wanted to have some element of surprise. Let's face it, there wasn't really much element of surprise. I mean, this had been in the works for a long time, but to have the final moment to be a surprise.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Why did he keep it secret for the surprise version? Unreal. I know how vapid and dense these harpies can be, but that question still melted my brain like a Star League spy. A few things. So this can has been kicked down the road for a few decades now by multiple presidents because none of them had the balls to deal with the blowback. It always seems like Donald Trump's the only one who does have the balls to do all those other things other presidents talked about but never actually did. 2, Iran is run by an apocalyptic 12th Imam death cult, and I, for one, take them seriously when they chant death to America. All that being said, I think it's a major clue that John Carl, of all people, is defending and praising Donald Trump here. So the truth is, I'm kind of conflicted on this because I've always sort of been a neocon Republican, but more towards the center. So just let me know what you all think in the comment section. And if you're still here, you might as well hit that like button and subscribe. I do post on a regular basis, so make sure to keep checking back for more. We're also trying to rebuild the old Dronetek community on Discord. You can find a link for that in the description or pinned comment.